Up everybody, I'm Fire Lotus and welcome back to my channel. So, I know it's been a while since I posted anything, but this is going to be kind of short and brief. So, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And due to the influencers or a lot of different types of practitioners in the 21st century with different types of social media, no matter where you live right now, there's been a lot of those practitioners, or just a bunch of people, basically, a bunch of witches, practitioners, saying to tap into the chaotic energy that is going on in the world right now and help, whether what side you are. That's not the point of this video. But always remember that it is extremely important in any magical practice, of the number one things that you will read or you will learn is, if you are not in the right emotional state, don't do magic, because it will backfire or not turn out the way that you want. And currently, especially here right now in the United States, which is where I live, there is a huge amount of mixed chaotic emotions and energy with that. And this has happened before, where a lot of people have stated that, this is what witches are for. We've been oppressed and we've been backlashed and put down throughout history, so it's our time to step up. Yes, and this is my opinion, no. Due to the fact of how chaotic the energy is and just the world right now. 2020 has been an extremely chaotic fucking year. But due to how chaotic it is, especially if you were an empath, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of mixed emotions and mixed energy. But the number one thing that I've always been taught, or I've always read, or just learned, is you never practice magic if you are in a rage state, an angry state, or a very, very emotional state, because you will not be able to properly direct that energy. Now, I've talked about this before, about around the time the certain person who is in the White House right now, there were a bunch of people who went out and did some things to make sure he did not, well, basically get the position that he's in now. And that slightly backfired because he's there now. So, if you do want to put out energy, and yes, I know a lot of people disagree with this, put out protective energy for humanity. Not about just race, just for humanity. Because in my eyes, there's only one race, and that's the human race. Okay, it's not our job or obligation to step out and to send a bunch of chaotic energy all types of different directions. It's like the podcast that I said, my most recent episode, Fire Lotus the Witch. It's basically right now, due to the chaotic energy that is currently going on, it is literally like trying to, either a hurricane or a tornado, it is basically like trying to jar that and contain that energy. It's almost impossible. You may be able to for a short period of time, but eventually the pressure is going to get too much and it's going to shatter. Okay, so if anything, if you are a practitioner or you feel a call to help out, sending out energy or magic wise, just do it for protection of the human race. Do it for protection of our planet. Okay, and yeah, that's kind of going to be it. It's going to be a short one. I don't want a political or anything like that. It's just always remember that from the very first book that I ever picked up, one of the number one things, no matter what magical path you are on, it clearly states, do not do magic if you are in a very emotional state, especially when it comes to rage or anger, because it can backfire. And especially if you have half the practitioners or all of the practitioners in the world, or say here in the United States, sending out different types, you're also manifesting that. It is very, very, very important to always realize that your thoughts and your words shape your reality, okay? So please remember that. If you have current things going on right now and you send out or you tap into that chaotic energy and you don't properly know how to channel that and direct it to where you want to go, it's going to be like lighting a firecracker inside and expecting it expecting to know where it's going to go. You're not going to be able to. It's going to go all over the place, okay? So, with that being stated, I am hoping to actually hop on here more and start making more content. But, you know, with everything currently going on in the world and being an empath, it's really, really hard. I have been and still will be making podcasts. You can find my podcast on Spotify, Applecast, and Anchor. Just type in Fire Lotus the Witch. So yeah, and yeah, with that, I hope you're all having a magical, magical day, night, morning, I don't know your life. And just know that no matter what, you know, we all have to stand together as a human race. We all have to stand together. And yeah, so just if you're going to send out energy, just make it be protective, okay, of the human race, okay? So yeah, until then, Fire Lotus out. If you like this, like it, share it, comment. If you don't like it, share it, drop a comment on why you don't like it, why you disagree with it. Again, I'm not going to argue with anybody. It's just my opinion. And yeah, so until then, peace.